I don't know what I'm doing with my life. For years, I avoided even remotely thinking about the future, as I simply couldn't envision one for myself. I never imagined I would finish high school, so when I did, and I was suddenly presented with this next step in life, I didn't know what to do. I let my dad take the lead finding unis for me because he was far more excited than I was. If I never thought I'd make it this far, how was I meant to move on to this next step? This next step that would completely set the course for the rest of my life. A new place to call home, new friends to be made, and the first step to a career path that always seemed like an exceedingly distant fantasy. And maybe that's partly why I chose it. It was always a dream of mine, one day, with no way of telling if I could actually make it. Oh, it was a dream of hers. She could have been really good at it. Maybe one day we would have seen her name on the big screen. But she didn't make it that far, so we'll never know for sure. In an instant, uni was over, and I had surpassed another step in the grand scheme of things. But now there was no set path. There were no instructions. I was forced to think about my future, but I didn't want to. I couldn't get a job in my chosen field, while friends of mine who studied something more realistic could and did. I lost more friends than I gained, albeit for valid reasons, but I found myself growing lonelier in this big, overwhelming city that I passively chose to live in. When I decided I wanted to live, my life seemingly got better because I got better. I was eating more and healthier, I was exercising more than I ever had, meeting new people, actively getting out of my comfort zone, challenging myself to grow as a person. For once in my life, I was excited for the future. It didn't feel as scary or intimidating anymore. I could do this. I made it this far. I can make it further, past that next step. But I'm back to feeling scared. I'm almost 25 years old, and I haven't made anything I'm genuinely proud of. I feel lonelier than ever and unquestionably lost. There's so much I want to make, but this demeaning voice creeping its way back into my head, telling me I will never amount to anything, that there's simply no point in trying, is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. Every day, I feel like I'm wasting my life away, but I can't seem to break the cycle. But I need to. I want to. I could feel myself being dragged down deeper and deeper, that all I needed was a mere tap to lose myself again. But I won't let that happen. I've wasted too much time wasting time to not at least try. I've done more in the past couple of years than I've done in my whole life, and I haven't done much, but it's an improvement. It's growth. It's proof that I am capable of doing more, of creating more, and of simply being happy. Something I thought was even more inconceivable than becoming a successful filmmaker. I think this might be the beginning of the next step for me. A step I have to construct myself to be able to climb it and move on to the next. I don't know what the future entails, but what I do know is that I, and I alone, hold the pen that dictates how the rest of my life goes. All that's left to do now is right.